Welcome back to WorldwideGiantGrowers.com. What I'm going to show you today is the best way I found to haul a pumpkin. We have on here a pumpkin of approximately 850 pounds. We pre-weighed it just because I wanted to know if I should cover it in wet blankets, not to win the contest, but I'm just looking for if will it go heavy to the chart. It appears that it's going to be maybe 1 or 2% light on the chart, maybe 3% light. Which her sister, the 1298 that won the Michigan State Fair, 2 grown on the same plant, the Tiny Bubbles plant, her sister was like 8% light, 100 pounds light, which was a little shocking to me. This one appears to be closer to chart, and I'm thinking it appeared before, it was on the plant before the big one, so I think it was stealing sugars from the big one. Just my theory, because this one thumps harder, it's definitely thicker. Shallower rib. They're not both even shaped the same. The other one was deep ribbed, if you remember. This one's smoother, shallower ribbed. But this is how you load them up. We load them up on a pallet, a 4-way pallet. GPC requires a 4-way pallet. So if you make a homemade pallet, you need to make it accessible on all 4 sides for the forks to get under. I picked this up at the lumberyard. Thank you, Ray, at Curtin Lumber and Holly, for letting me have the pallet. Then you take and you fasten it down to the truck. I have this box built. I built this box for the 1298 so it would set higher because I was worried about the sides of the pumpkin touching the sides of the wheel well. So there you go. But you want to fasten the pallet down so it can't slide around. I like these star lag bolts. They're like 50 cents a bolt, but I promise you, you'll never strip them out. Do not use drywall screws. Drywall screws do not have the shear strength of a regular like deck screw or something. I see a lot of guys using drywall screws to put cabinets on walls and all kinds of silly things. They don't have the shear strength. They're intended for drywall. All right. Now, if you can't screw it down because you're in the back of a pickup truck, what you need to do is put your pallet directly to the pickup truck liner and set blocks of wood in here so the pumpkin can't slide. So your pallet will stay where you want it and won't slide around in the truck. We have placed this pumpkin directly over the axle, and I'm going to load test it. I'm going to drive around today and load test it and make sure I like the way the truck feels. If I don't like the way the truck feels, excuse me, I will stop by the lumberyard and get my good friend Ray Curtin to push it forward or pull it back, maybe a little toward the front, maybe a little more to the, I doubt it would be to the back. If anything, I'd want to slide it forward and get more of the weight towards the front. But anyway, there you go. Now, when loading the top, if you just take straps and just put the straps directly to the pumpkin, 9 times out of 10, they will slide off. You get a half hour down the road and the straps are going to pull off. So if you have like a tarp, I've got this pumpkin carrying tarp, or they do have a thing, I think Eddie Zakowski or somebody's selling them online. It's like a strap to go on top of your pumpkin, and then you strap down 4 sides. We strap down. This is going to prevent the pumpkin from moving. I'll put a 4th one over here, and the pumpkin can't move. The pallet is secured. Now I've got this one sitting up nice and high so I can show it off. But here's some pointers. Nice to have foam under there. Get some foam on your pallet so you don't crack your pumpkin when you hit a pothole. But there you have it. Just some pointers and tips how to load your pumpkin. And remember, when you go, don't forget your cordless drill, so when you get there to unload, you can pull those screws out so the fork truck can pull it out. And charge your battery. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm charging the battery, have it fully charged before it leaves for the trip to Kentucky. We're going to Guston, Kentucky, to Robert's Family Farm. Come down and join us this September 15th and see the pumpkins. Rumor has it Frank Mudd will be bringing a monster watermelon. It's just rumor, but some are saying he could have a world record watermelon weight in there. So hey, join us for the fun in Guston, Kentucky at Robert's Family Farm. And I'll thank you very much. Loading tips by WorldwideGiantGrowers.com and Mark's Mixes. Keep it a secret, but go tell a friend. Big orange pumpkins are on fire.